guys, I just felt like God decided to expose me. Like, I just feel like that one lie literally caused everything. Hey y'all, as you guys know, this is your girl Laranjan and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, I hope you like it enough to stay. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome boy, welcome girl. I'm so happy to have you guys. Please don't mind my broken nail, it broke yesterday. And I can't help but talk with my fingers. Like, I don't know, but I need to fix it. So today we're doing something different. As you guys can tell, this is like a story time, but you guys are also gonna watch me install my hair, which is a really bold move because my installations are not like great, but I need to keep practicing because practice makes progress. Not perfect, but progress. Okay, so it's a Sunday, beautiful Sunday, by the way. You did your thing. So I'm going to be telling you guys the one time. Okay, well, yeah, the one time I actually lied at church, and trust and believe it backfired. Like, it backfired hard. Okay, like, it was so crazy. But, this was when we were about 13 years old. So when I speak about we, it is myself, my younger sister, and then my cousin, right? So back then we all used to stay together. We used to stay together, we used to go to the same school, whatsoever. All that stuff. We were still in, was it 13? Yeah, we were still in primary school. Yeah, we were still in primary school. You know the primary school struggles, like your girls was not looking cute. That's a fact. Like, we was not looking cute. We were not one of the popular girls. As for me, because I was in the school for a longer time, I was never like considered a popular girl. I was always in my own space. I never used to just talk to anybody. Like, I just used to be in my own corner. Okay, so I think that was like my grade 7, my 7th year, like grade 7. So my sister and my cousin joined the school. My cousin was put behind, so she was in grade 6, and then my sister was in grade 7 because my sisters were literally the same age. Okay, so cool. So she was in my class, right? When my sister came, she came straight from Congo, so she couldn't speak English. Like, she was terrible at English, right? Like, nothing. Like, she knew nothing of English, basically. Break time, I was chilling with my cousin, who was in grade 6, and then my sister, who was in the same class as me. And I didn't mind because I was like, okay, it's just for a while, but then I will come back and chill with my girls, you know? And I told my girls, and they were like, no, it's okay, you know, they understand the struggle or whatever. And they were cool. Like, oh, damn! Me. Yeah, so they were like okay with the whole idea. They were okay with the whole idea of me chilling with them because they were like, yeah, you know, they're new in the country and English is not the first language, very important, and it's hard to make friends. Yeah, we were chilling together. So what happened was, we recently got our phones. So my cousin, who's from Cape Town, was like, okay, you know, since now that you guys have your phones, would you guys be interested to be put inside a Cape Town based group? But like, it's fun, you know, there's entertainment, you guys might have a good time. So I was like, yeah, why not? Like, just put us in, because life was boring back then and we barely did anything, you know? We were not allowed to go out. We didn't do anything fun. Look, slowly getting invisible. But yeah, we were not allowed to do much. So I was like, yeah, maybe like a group chat would actually like do something. So we're like, yeah, put us in. So my cousin first put me in, and then after that I got a way to put in my cousin and my sister. So we got inside this K-Town group, and the group had like this type of policy that was like, okay, you know what, you need to send a picture of yourself and like we'll rate you, right? We'll rate you, like, but just send through your pictures. So me, my cousin and sister, we were the only girls from Johannesburg. The rest of them were Cape Townians, right? Yeah, but yeah, we took pictures, you know. Some of them were like Snapchat, some of them were, you know, just all these pictures. So we took those pictures, we sent, you know, into the group. And for me, I'm going to speak for myself personally, I had never really gotten that type of attention from anybody at school that much, right? I only had like, yeah, I never really gotten that attention from anybody like at school, like in real life. So when I sent my picture and I saw so many like males, they were all like so surprised, and like they were all just like so surprised at how pretty I looked. They were like, wow, you're so beautiful and whatever. And you know, I liked it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. So I was like, okay, you know, so, something. For those that haven't followed, hit that like button, hit that follow button, and please drop down your comments. I love replying to your guys' comments, so please follow your girl and like. Back to the video. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this spray to help melt all these areas here, because some of them are even like, you know. But anyways, as I was saying, so we got into the group and we sent our pictures, and the attention that we were getting was amazing, because we firstly had never gotten that type of attention from school. So we liked the attention that we got from the pictures we sent. Oh, you guys are so pretty. You know, they used to call us the Josie girls. We used to be three, the Migos, or whatever. So we love that for us, especially because we never received that, like, you know, at school and stuff. So sometimes we forget that we were actually pretty, but whatever. You know, the thing is, in primary school, you don't know how to take care of yourself properly. You really don't care for that much. But then when you grow up, you actually realize that you're actually a pretty girl. It's just, you know, maintenance. So we sent our pictures, people liked, and then some people texted us, right? They texted us, like, you know, all of us got DMs, like, you know, it was on WhatsApp, by the way. We all got like private messages from dudes, of course, you know, texting us, being like, oh, you guys are so pretty and stuff. And then there was this one particular person called I'm gonna call him Joseph. Yeah, because it's a name in the Bible. Okay, so his name was Joseph. I managed to spray it there, so now I'm just closing it. I don't know why this is just showing. So now there's this one guy who texted me, and he was like, okay, so basically your beauty has captivated me or something like that, you know. And back then the pickup lines was picking up. Okay, so I loved me some pickup lines. I loved all that because it was something I did not ever experience, you know. I was 13, I was a kid. Okay, so, you know, I was happy. I told my cousin and my sister, I'm like, hey, see here, you know, someone thinks I'm cute or whatever. He texted me and look at what he wrote. You know, my sister was happy, and my cousin, they were all happy, like, oh. They also got their private, their own messages, right? But I will say we got caught because of me. Literally, like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I always put them in trouble, like, always. It was so crazy because I always thought that I always had like poker face or you can't really know what's going on with me. But I always used to get the girls caught all the time. But anyways, I started talking to the guy, whatever, and it was cool. Like, it was nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt nice, even though he had, okay, now when I'm thinking about it, the pickup lines were terrible. But back then I was like, yeah, this is the one, you know, I need to go to Cape Town for holidays. Like, I used to bug my mom, like, let's go to Cape Town for holidays. So we were chatting, you know, me and the guy was cool, whatever. Fast forward a few months passes and we had was it a youth event, right? Yeah, we had a youth event at church and we happened to be there also. Well, we were considered really young youth, but we were there. So at the youth event, we were asked about, okay, so they were talking about relationships and stuff and all that. And then I don't know who asked me this. I think it was the pastor himself asking me, like, okay, what is your approach when a guy comes and he's like, oh, you're beautiful, I want to be with you? And there is no way I'm gonna be like, yes, I'll say yes and let's go out, let's do this. I'm not gonna do that. I knew the right answer to give. Okay, so I gave them the right answer. And I was like, oh no, like, you know, I'm still too young. I have studies. Like, I just have so many things to do in life before I can even think of that. And I could see everybody's reaction. Everybody was smiling, like, hey, this girl, my sister was looking at me like, I'm so proud.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Sis. Sis. But anyway, she was like, you know, she looked so proud. My cousin and my sister were just looking at me like, you know, I was talking about my elder sister who was like proud because I have elder sisters too, right? And a brother too, but yeah. So, you know, they looked happy, they looked proud. Guys, I just felt like God decided to expose me. Like, I just feel like that one lie literally caused everything, because I don't understand how after 1 week of me lying at church, I get exposed. Like, I get exposed, like everything was exposed. It was crazy. Like, yeah, but anyways, so we left church, everyone was excited, everyone was happy, like, okay, you know, this child is woke, she's not playing. So they were all happy and excited. So yeah, we went back home, everyone was happy, everyone was cool. So I had the tendency of always smiling, like when I'm chatting and I don't know what it is, I always had the tendency of smiling. And I remember during that week, my elder cousin, which is a male, he came over, like he was by us for the house, like for the weekend. So he was there. And like basically he pointed out to my sister saying, like, you know, these kids are always on their phones, like what are they busy with, you know? He told my elder sister that, like, what are they always so busy doing, like on their phones? And then that was when my sister, you know, started paying attention, like, okay, yeah, this is a bit too much, like these kids are stuck on their phone. And she had no idea why we were stuck on our phones, but we all knew because we were talking to niggas from a different city. And obviously, if you don't have your phone with you, you're not going to talk to them. Yeah, so that was the situation, right? So my sister started paying attention, like, okay, what are these kids so stuck doing on their phones? You know, like, we're still in primary school, so it's not like we have school groups or group chats for work or anything crazy like that, right? So she was a bit curious, like, yeah, like, what are they always so busy doing on their phones? So I was in the kitchen with my sister and she asked me to do something, right? Because I was too focused on my phone smiling because nigga sent me a heart, I didn't hear it. So when I didn't hear it, my cousin and my younger sister, they were probably in the room. I'm not sure where they were, but they were somewhere. So my sister asked me this, like, you know, do something. I don't know what she told me to do. And then I didn't hear the first time. So now she, you know, turns back to, you know, to see if, like, what's going on. Like, are you not going to do it? Like, what's going on? Then she sees that I'm on my phone and I am too busy smiling to even realize that I was being spoken to. Child, your girl was busy smiling like an idiot. Literally. So I was smiling and all that stuff. And then my sister notices and she grabs my phone. And the crazy thing is, she caught me off guard. Like, she really caught me off guard, was because I tried to switch off my phone. You know, when you try switching off your phone, then your lock screen is on. So then you don't, like, she doesn't have to see what message it was, because now your password is interrupted. But no, I don't know what happened. She grabbed my phone too early that it didn't get a chance to, like, the phone to close, right? So when she checked my phone, she ended up seeing why I was smiling. And she easily saw it because there was just a big heart, you know? A big heart there being sent. That was the last message. So now she was like, okay. She took it. She's like, okay, I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to give it to you later. That's what she said. And already there, I was just like panicking. Like, I was panicking. I could literally pee in my pants at that point. Like, when I remember it even today, I just remember how scared I was, because child, I was 13. So she's like, okay, I'll give it back. And she refused to give it. Like, I begged her, like, I'm gonna name my big sister Ashley. So I was like, Ashley, please, you know, and stuff. I'm sorry, I was distracted and whatever. She wasn't having it. Like, she was not having my apology. She's like, okay, cool, just go. I'm gonna give you back your phone once I'm done looking through it. And it was so crazy because she didn't even have to look and see who I was chatting to, because the message that the chat that was already in, she was already indicated that, like, you know, there was something romantic going on there. So she didn't even have to look anywhere else because she knew something was fishy there. Cool. She takes my phone, and at that point, after I'm done begging her, I don't know what else to do. So I just quickly ran to my sister, my younger sister, and my cousin. And then I went to go tell them what happened. And I'm like, yo, you know, Ashley just took my phone right now. And I was chatting to Joseph. Like, what do I do, guys? Like, I don't even know what to explain. And if she checks all our chats, it's gonna be a problem, because she's gonna notice. Right, she's gonna see that something is not right. The stress I went through, honestly. But yeah, she's like, okay, so now my cousin and my sister are all stressed, because they're like, if I get caught, they all will get caught. You know what I'm saying? Because they're probably gonna want to check everyone's phone. So now we're thinking of ideas like, okay, we're gonna say this and this, and I'm gonna say, no, it was just a challenge where we have to date for 2 weeks. We have to date for 2 weeks, and then after that we break up. Like, it was just a game. Yeah, guys, my sister took my phone for like maybe an hour, 2 hours. She went to go show my other sister, which I will name my other sister Michaela. She went to go show Michaela, and Michaela and her, like, were all in shock, reading our chats, you know, all that stuff, all that lovey-dovey stuff, you know. So they were all in shock, like, surprised. And then after some time, like after an hour, my big sister gives me back the phone. She doesn't say anything. Now me and my cousin and sister, we're all just so confused, like, huh? She didn't see anything? You know, we're still in doubt, but we're like, nah, she probably saw something, because she didn't speak to me after that. Like, so she's probably angry at me. So that's what we figured. She's probably angry, but it's fine. Like, she didn't delete any messages on my side or anything. So we're like, okay, it's fine. She probably will want to talk to us the next day. So let's think about it. Let's think about it. And my sister is like, okay, come inside the room. She was with Ashley. Ashley was there. Ashley's the big sister that asked us to enter the room, and then Michaela was also there. So Ashley and Michaela are in the room, and then they're like, okay, what's going on here? What they do first is they play my voice note, and that voice note was just crazy. Oh my gosh, that voice note was just crazy because you know your girl's gonna twang her voice and sound like she's big. Because I actually lied to Joseph that I was older than I was, right? Because you know I didn't want him to run away or whatever. So they're like, okay, my sister's like, Ashley's like, okay, what is this? She plays a voice note, and I just freeze because I don't know what to do. I'm like, did she freaking send all our chats to her phone? Like, that's how surprised I was. Okay, and then I'm like, oh no, it's a friend of mine. So we're doing like a game type of thing, a challenge for 2 weeks. We have to act like we were dating, and then after that we move on. Now my sister's like, okay, that makes no sense because I went to like the bottom of your chats and it has been more than 2 weeks, and it doesn't come across as a joke for me, you know. At least you guys would have mentioned it. Yo guys, I lost my mind. Like, my younger sister and my cousin were just looking at me like, we got caught. We got caught. Okay. And then I'm just like, you know, I'm just trying to stick with my story and be like, no, you know, it's not that, guys. It's really just my friend. And, you know, I'm really just trying to defend myself and not come across as too scared. And I even tell them, you guys can call him, you know, I'm sure he'll agree. They're like, okay, let's try calling. Now they check the status like this. You know, before the statuses, it's not like the way it's now. The statuses used to be like under your profile picture type vibe. They check like this, they want to call him, they see his status. It's my freaking surname. Bro, it's my surname. He literally had my surname on his status, which is so crazy. So my sisters didn't need any more confirmation. They were like, okay, we're not stupid, we're not in grade 5, we know what's going on, so we don't need to even call him. They tried calling him twice, he didn't pick up. Since he didn't pick up, you know, everything was crazy in that room. And like, my mom was wondering like what was going on because we hadn't had our lunch since we came back from school. We were stuck in my sister's room for the longest time. So because my mom is super curious, she was asking herself like, okay, what is going on? Like, is there something I'm missing? So she knocked on the door and she came to ask like, okay, you know, my sister Ashley, like, okay, what's going on? You've been keeping the kids here in the room for the longest time, you know, they haven't had their lunch, like, what's going on? My sister Ashley then goes on and tells my mom that we're busy, particularly me. My mom goes crazy, right? My mom goes crazy. And while my sister says that, she's like, okay, she asked my cousin and my sister for their phones so that they can see if they are also doing the same thing that I'm doing, chatting to boys. So they take my cousin's phone and they take my sister's phone, and they see that, yeah, there's people that they are also chatting to. So my mom loses it and she beats the hell out of us. Like, I think I got the most beating. Like, I got slaps, I got hit. Like, you know that sitting when you're sitting like this and then your bum is facing up and then they have to hit you with a, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. After that, my brother was also like, okay, there's a commotion. He was playing PlayStation, but then when he heard us screaming and my mom shouting, he was obviously like, okay, there's a commotion, let me figure out what's going on. Bro, he comes in the room and then he figures out, okay, so this is the situation. He beats us again. Bro, I cried the whole day. And that day I didn't even have the appetite to eat because, whew, It was just bad. It was just so bad. So after that we were like, okay, we were done for the day and stuff. And you know, the next day my sister, my siblings, they were all really angry. My mom was still really angry at us, and there was nothing we could do. It was so bad, and I felt like God was really punishing me because I lied. But then what was I supposed to say? You know. After that, my mom asked me like, okay, how did you guys get it? How did you guys even end up meeting people from Cape Town? Because you guys are all the way in Johannesburg. You guys have never been to Cape Town before. So how did you meet these guys? And I snitched. And I... Damn! What do I call my cousin? Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer was one who put us in, and my mom was like, Jennifer, your cousin. I was like, yeah, she put us in the group and she introduced us to all these guys. Yeah, guys, my mom went to go call my cousin's mom, which is her sister. And when she told my aunt lost it. She beat the shit. Sorry. She beat my cousin so bad. She beat her so bad. She beat Jennifer so bad. Yo, guys, I'm sure Jennifer regretted ever putting us in, because Jennifer was actually quite old. Like she was 2 years older than us, right? So she was like, we were like 13, 15. She was like 15 years old. So, you know, she was like, yeah, guys, they beat her so bad. I'm sure she learned her lesson. She told herself, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to involve these kids again, because see the shit they put me in. But anyways, after that happened, they took our phones for 6 months. We never got a chance to speak to the guys. Well, we did find a way to speak to the guys. They gave us a really small phone just to communicate for school. And what happened was, we wrote their numbers somewhere a long time ago. So what we did is we made turns and we broke up with them. We made turns and we broke up with them. And then after breaking up with them, we just cut ties completely. When I think about it now, it's just like, don't lie at church. I'm gonna put something here. I want to look a bit I don't know, I just feel like dressing up today, so I'm gonna show you guys my full outfit later. And yeah,
much later.
play with her.
17
Don't
men.
play with her.
So I was done with my hair and my makeup. We were literally about to leave like just now. Just showing you guys a little bit of my outfit. I was actually kind of shy to speak because my brother was there disturbing me. But anyways, the installation came out just great. I hope you guys thought the same. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This was your girl, Larenjen. All love from me to you guys. Bye.